everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name's Lesa, and today we are decorating my mantle and hearth. I've cleared it away, as you can see. We're starting with a fresh, clean slate to add our Christmas decor. I love to make my mantle warm and cozy. I'm going to be layering garland. I'm starting with this spiky pine garland that I picked up at Hobby Lobby years ago. I think it is still available though. And then I have some of the Kirkland's Norfolk pine garland as well. I'm showing you here that I already have my extension cord up on my mantle, as well as some command hooks. I leave these up here all year long, but for my garland I'm adding these appliance bundle cords from Command. I ordered mine off of Amazon. They just make it so much easier to layer these thick garlands up here, so I'll be using those along with those command hooks. Starting out by putting my lights up here, getting them ready to intertwine into my garland, and then I'm going to be using floral wire to also create hooks on my garland to hang on the command hooks in places that don't work with those cord bundles. Make sure that you fluff everything out. That is the way you get a high-end look. The fluffier, the better, in my opinion. And I love to think of my mantle as a very large-scale floral arrangement by just building it in layers. I think after you see the two garlands layered together, you will agree with that. I like to choose lighting strands that are warm and cozy. I know that some LED lights say that they're warm colored, but when you put them up in your greenery, they are actually not. So I go old school here with my lighting strands. I just love that soft, muted white. Weave the lights into your garland, hiding the strings as much as possible amongst the leaves of the garland. Here are those cord bundles. I use these on my appliances and love them, and they are great here for your mantle, and they do not damage your wood or your painted surface since they are command hooks. And I'm just going to position a couple of these up here so that I can bundle in my Norfolk pine stems. I have mixed opinions on the viral Norfolk pine garland that is so popular and trendy. I had some of it last year. I bought a couple of more strands this year because it's not very full, and the way that it is wired and secured together on the garland, it's not very flexible and bendy, and if you do bend it, then it doesn't necessarily want to stay together very well. So mixed opinions on it, but I love the real feel texture of it. It is just really nice and a soft drapey look. So that's why I'm layering it in here with this spiky pine garland, and I think together it creates that high-end look I was going for. Altogether, I used 3 strands of garland, 2 of this Norfolk pine and 1 of that spiky pine. And then I used 2 Norfolk pine stems, also from Kirkland's, to fill in on the opposite side. The Norfolk pine garland has a hard wired loop at the end on one side, so I used those stems to cover up that end and to elongate it to finish out the mantle. There was not really enough space to add a third garland, so those stems worked really good to camouflage that blunt end and to cap it off, make it look like a professional did it and not just a hobbyist here. I love sharing what I love to do. Let me know if you have other suggestions, and I love to hear from you, so drop me a comment below. I am going to fluff, and make sure everything is incorporated, and then I'm going to move on to the decor that I'm putting up here on my mantle and hearth. I have these 2 gold stocking holders. I'm going to slide them up in under the garland. You're not really going to see them too much, so you can also use command hooks for this. These were from Hobby Lobby. They have similar ones at Walmart as well. You can find these pretty much anywhere. very inexpensive. These cable knit stockings are from Amazon. I got them back in October when it was Amazon Prime Day. They were a really good deal then. I will link them down below for you. Not affiliated, just a link for your convenience. But 6 came to a package and they're really nice quality. Not too big, but for what I'm using them for, they're going to be perfect. I have elongated a couple of them by adding another ribbon to the loop so that they hang down at different lengths here in a cluster on the end of my mantle. This is the side of my garland that I'm going to create my arrangement in. So it's going to be extra big, full, and substantial. My hearth and mantle is very large, so I can go large scale with my decor. These are the gold bells I shared with you in my Walmart haul. I have added a floral wire to these so that they will be the appropriate length that I want here and still be able to hook them onto the command hook back in this little corner. Thank y'all all so much for the love that y'all showed that Walmart Christmas decor haul. I'm blown away by y'all's generosity with your views and your comments and your likes. I appreciate you more than you will ever know, more than I can ever express in words. So thank you guys for being here and showing up for me. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. This ribbon is my Texas house from Walmart. It is the same ribbon that I used on my Christmas tree, which sits in the corner right here by my hearth and mantle. So I want to carry over those colors throughout this entire space. That helps to create a cohesive look that is high end and looks very designer. I'm probably not going to describe this bow making method very well, so I'm going to show you here on film, but I'm just doubling up my ribbon and then folding it over itself multiple times to create as many loops as I want. You can create as many or as little as you would like for your aesthetic and your decor. This is a wire-edged ribbon, so it is going to hold its shape. It's not going to be a floppy ribbon. If you want that floppy look, then pick a ribbon that does not have that wire edge. Once I get the number of loops I desire, I'm going to take a small length of coordinating ribbon, tie around the center to cinch it all together. This is where you also can add in your tails if you want long tails to your ribbon. I will then add a floral wire through that cinched center so that I can attach it to my garland and it will be secure. Make sure you are fluffing all of those loops out, spreading them out. I have mine alternating between the two colors of ribbon. Once I have that bow made, it is easily attached with that florist wire. I'm hanging it over here with my stockings and my bells. You can see this angle of my hearth when you walk in from my entryway into my living room, so it presents very nicely and guests see it when they arrive. I used pine cones on my Christmas tree, so I wanted to carry that over into my mantle. I picked these up from TJ Maxx and shared them with you in that Target TJ Maxx Christmas decor haul video. They were 3 in the bundle for $12.99. They are such good quality. I wish I had picked up some more of them. If I go back and they still have them, I may add another little bundle of them to my Christmas decor collection because they are that nice. This mirror is from Hobby Lobby. I bought it last year, but they still have it if you are interested. It is a great dupe for that high-end Anthropologie mirror. I'm going to put it more in the center and then add this wall art. It has the pine cones in it, and I love the black. It coordinates with all the other colors I'm using here in my living room. I thrifted this other little mirror from Goodwill. I shared it with you in my thrifting Christmas decor haul video, and I did a little DIY with some antiquing wax on the frame. So I'm layering it up here. This just helps to reflect the room and give a nice look to the mantle. I have been thrifting these brass candlesticks for the last several months because I wanted to use them in a cluster here on my mantle. I've also been using them around my home, and they are great, just staple decor pieces. Brass is really popular right now. When I find these for a decent price, I pick them up. To give some added dimension and height, I have this little Amazon riser that I'm placing under one of the candlesticks. And then I found the perfect shade of green candles at Hobby Lobby. I got them in several different sizes so that I can vary them in the candle holders, giving that unexpected layered look with different height so that your eye moves around and it gives that visual interest. These are going to look really nice when they are lit because they are going to reflect off of those mirrors. I will not leave them lit very long or unattended because this is a fire hazard up here with all of this greenery and decoration. They are very nice and I love this green color. I'm so glad I chose that for my living room this year. It is just a warm, rich, and inviting color, giving it that cozy Christmas feel. These gold metal Christmas trees are from last season, but my Texas house has a similar, if not the exact same one again this year at Walmart. And then these pine cones are going to be accented up here around the mirror, just carrying that feel and theme from my tree to my mantle, brings nature from outside in. To warm up these mirrors and to soften all the harsh lines, I'm going to use a command hook to attach this little mini wreath. I got this at Hobby Lobby, added a little miniature bell and some velvet ribbon in all my coordinating colors. It's the perfect little topper here for this grouping of mirrors and wall art. In the fall, I shared with you how I put these thrifted aspen logs in my fireplace with little fairy lights, and I will leave them in here until it gets cold enough to actually have a wood fire. It just creates a nice ambiance. To camouflage the gas starter here on my fireplace, I have this wicker hanging basket. I have my lighter in here, and then I'm just adding these faux pine stems with pine cones. Again, carrying that theme of the pine cones around my space so that it just all ties in nicely. And speaking of tying, I have some skinny velvet ribbon as well as this vintage roughed edge velvet ribbon that I'm going to tie together in a little bow just to accent the side of the basket and finish this look off. It's these little details and touches that make your space extra warm, cozy, and inviting. I shopped my home and am bringing in a gold velvet chair that is normally in my bedroom. It is the perfect gold shade to add here and tie all of these colors together. It'll also be a cozy place to cuddle up next to the fire all winter long. This really soft, cozy off-white chenille blanket is also the perfect touch to snuggle by the fire and watch Hallmark Christmas movies. I've been doing a lot of that as I decorate. And then I covered up a fall pillow with this Amazon pillow cover. I will have that linked for you in the description if it is still available. On the other side of the hearth, I have this oversized basket. I have stored some pillows that I don't want to use in the bottom of it and another blanket in that soft green color. I was going to put some pine greenery here in this basket, but then I decided I liked these silver and gold magnolia stems better. And then a couple of pillows that I have collected and were gifted to me over the years. This is not only beautiful, but it's also extra blankets and pillows to use as we watch movies as a family. You can see here the final look. Everything has come together and looks so beautiful. It ties in with my Christmas tree. Everything has that high-end designer look. My husband came in from work and especially loved the garland. He loved how thick and full it was and just the cozy vibes that it gives off to the entire living room. Thank you all so much for watching today. I have so much more Christmas decorating to bring to you. I'm going room by room and sharing everything that I'm doing. I invite you to hit that subscribe bar, join the Uniquely Lesa family, and set that notification bell so you can come back for those future Christmas videos. I would love to have you join me. If you liked this Mantel and Hearth Christmas Decorate with me, I always appreciate that thumbs up. Until I see you in that next video, I hope you have the most wonderful and blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.